This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for October 30th, 2025. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame has unveiled additional music icons and cultural trailblazers joining the lineup of presenters and performers at next weekend's 40th annual Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction ceremony. It's set to take place at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles, California at 8 p.m. Eastern on November 8th, streaming live on Disney+. Newly announced special guests include Avril Lavigne, Bryan Adams, Chappell Roan, Donald Glover, and Vogue, Feist, Gina Shock, Herbie Lovebug Azor, Janelle Monáe, Jerry Cantrell, Jim Carrey, Joe Perry, The Killers, Lisa Coleman, Mick Fleetwood, Mike McCready, Nancy Wilson, Nathaniel Rateliff, and Tedeschi Trucks Band. Already announced artists like Beck, Brandi Carlile, David Letterman, Doja Cat, Elton John, Flea, Iggy Pop, Killer Mike, Maxwell, Missy Elliott, Olivia Rodrigo, Questlove, Ray, Sleepy Brown, Taylor Momsen, Teddy Swims, and 21 Pilots will be there inducting the class of 2025. That includes Bad Company, Chubby Checker, Joe Cocker, Cyndi Lauper, Outkast, Soundgarden, and the White Stripes, with Salt and Peppa, Warren Zevon, Tom Bell, Nicky Hopkins, and Carol Kay all being honored. Limp Bizkit's Break Stuff is now number one on the Billboard Hard Rock charts 25 years after it was released as a single. The song first appeared on the 1999 second album from the band, Significant Other, and released as a single in 2000, where it peaked at number 14 on Billboard's Alternative Airplay Music chart and 19 on Billboard's Mainstream Rock chart. The song has now topped the chart in the wake of founding bass player Sam Rivers' passing last week. After teasing it back in August, Megadeth have made good on their plans to release their final studio album coming out on January 23rd. The band has also released the 10 song titles that make up their self-titled final album. Dave Mustaine said earlier this year, quote, "We have 13 songs for the new album. One of the songs is a cover song, but I actually wrote it, so it's kind of a cover and kind of like my song." Well, the 10 tracks that were announced yesterday do not include a cover song. There are some who believe it's going to be a Metallica cover. Drummer Josh Freese is making use of his downtime until Nine Inch Nails goes back out on the road on the Peel It Back tour in the new year, heading to South America with Weezer. Saying online, quote, "Getting ready to head to South America with some old friends. Looking forward to South America with Weezer coming up." Josh's brother, Jason, previously teased that Josh would step in so that founding Weezer drummer Patrick Wilson could return to guitar. Josh Freese was the drummer from Weezer from 2007 to 2012. And Josh's former band, the Foo Fighters, announced they'll be streaming a live music performance tonight starting at midnight Eastern at Amazon Prime. The live stream set is set to air as part of Amazon Music Live series, airing the conclusion of Thursday's scheduled football games. Beartooth have announced they're working on new music with former Bring Me the Horizon keyboardist Jordan Fish. Caleb Shomo confirming the news, posting his Instagram story. The band is also getting ready to tour North America with Bad Omens and President. Tickets for that tour go on sale tomorrow, which includes a stop in Boston at the TD Garden on March 11th. Stevie Nicks, who famously said in 2024 that she could only stand to speak to her former Fleetwood Mac bandmate and ex-partner Lindsey Buckingham for about 3 minutes. Well, now Stevie Nicks appears with Lindsey Buckingham to discuss their 1973 collaborative song Frozen Love on the Song Exploder podcast. The pair reminisced about their first meeting in 1966 as high school students in Northern California, eventually evolving into the band Fritz, who opened for Jimi Hendrix and Janis Joplin. Mr. Big played their final show of the Big Finale Tour on February 25th at Nippon Budokan in Tokyo. Now he's being asked if everyone was on board with the decision to call it quits at this point in their career. Billy Sheehan said, "Yes, I believe so. I think we're all on the same page with that, and everyone will go off and do their own thing for a while, but we'll always be friends, and it's all cool and everything like that. Leave on a high note. Godsmack have posted on their social media pages a short video with the date October 31st, 2025, and the hashtags Godsmack and Awake. The band also was just announced as one of the headliners of next year's Sonic Temple Festival in May in Ohio. The pub where Black Sabbath played their first ever live show has been embellished by a mysterious fan seeking to draw attention to the building's iconic status. A man was seen drilling into the crown near Birmingham New Street. A passerby said, quote, "He put up what looks like a bronze or brass plaque and a bat. It was quite a dramatic scene, and he's left now. The police robot alarm is still ringing." The plaque identifies the crown as being the birthplace of heavy metal. Ahead of the inscription, "Preserve the music, preserve the moments, preserve the madness. This place should be a museum." The Crown hosted Black Sabbath in 1968, also booking shows with The Who, Status Quo, Thin Lizzy, Mark Bolan, Supertramp, Judas Priest, and many more. By 2014, the building had fallen into disrepair and was given Grade 2 listed status last year to provide it with protection from development. The late Ozzy Osbourne, whose funeral procession passed by the pub in July, talked about the possibility of the Crown being demolished in a 2024 interview, telling fans if you want to save something, you've got to get off your butt and protest. A petition to officially designate the Crown and several other local buildings as civic assets has attracted more than 26,000 signatures. Mumford & Sons have announced plans to release a new album entitled Prize Fighter. Their sixth studio album will be released via Island Records on February 13th of 2026, featuring guest artists like Gracie Abrams, Hozier, and Chris Stapleton. And Serj Tankian from System of a Down talking about the current relationship with his bandmates, guitarist and vocalist Darren Malakian, John Delmoyen, and bassist Shavo Odagian, saying right now we're having the best time of our lives as a band. We're really enjoying each other on tour. It's so welcoming. We're very deeply involved in each other's lives personally. It's what I've always wanted the band to be. And we got to go back to our own corners, assess things, and come back together for us to really appreciate what we have in every way. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, and subscribe to the Mistress. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 282, featuring Johannes Eckerstrom from Avatar, is available now.